Okay, today I'm going to be doing a PowerPoint presentation on the opioid crisis. There's a lot going on in the news today, and I did some research and hopefully it'll enlighten you. Hopefully by the end of this PowerPoint, you will know what opioid addiction is, the types, signs and symptoms, and the statistics. What are opioids and the opioid crisis? Opioids are substances that produce morphine-like effects. The euphoric side effects from it is what has made the opioid crisis epidemic so great. Causes of the opioid crisis. The drug companies were telling the doctors that prescribing the opioids, that it wasn't addictive. So the doctors started prescribing it, they overprescribed it, the patients were misusing it, and then because the cost to go to the doctor was so great, and that's what spiked up the misuse of the opioids, leading to addiction and the deaths and the opioid crisis. The pharmaceutical companies of the opioids, you know, how much were they making? In the 1990s, the sales went up greatly. Between 1999 and 2010, hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies increased fourfold, increasing the related opioid deaths. Opioid prescriptions dispensed in the United States increased from 17 to 256 million. What do we do about the opioid crisis? Between 21 to 29% of the patients prescribed pain medicine misuse them. 8 to 12% developed the opioid disorder. And 80% of heroin users said that they first used opioids. That's something that I didn't know. Commonly abused opioids. Some commonly abused opioids are codeine, hydrocodone, Percocets, fentanyl, and the street drugs. Heroin is a street drug that produces morphine-like effects, just like the opioids. They mimic the same things. And another drug is called pink. They call it pink because in its powder form, it's pink, but it's a street drug. Mm-hmm. Ways opioids are taken: they're swallowed, ingested, smoked, and injected. Signs and symptoms of the opioid abuser: anxiety, they have nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, depression, they crave it when they can't get it, muscle cramps, psychosis. Some of the treatments is methadone, Suboxone, and Narcan. The methadone and the Suboxone treats the symptoms, but the Narcan reverses the effects. So if someone goes into the hospital and they have ingested too much, then they would give them Narcan to reverse it, to bring them back down. What are the HHS and the NIH doing, which is the Department of Human Services and the National Institutes of Health? They are promoting use of overdose reversing drugs, because now you know some police officers have the Narcan that they can give if they run up on someone that is having that's ODing. Advancing better practices for pain management, and providing better access to treatment and recovery. Ways the community is battling opioid crisis. Community-wide drug disposals they have going on. I think they have one here in Purvis as well. That anybody can bring their drugs there and they will dispose of them no matter what it is. No one gets in trouble, but they dispose of it free. No cost to the person. They have community education programs and opioid workshops. And that concludes the end of my presentation. Thank you all.